Hello everybody, my name is Anthony and welcome to a glimpse of March of the Eagles. This is like a grand strategy game made by Paradox Studios, you can see right there. Or at least it's published by Paradox. Oh no, but it's also developed by them, so it's still good. It's a grand strategy game, kind of like Hearts of Iron, a few other games that are like this. I've heard a lot of people say that this is kind of like a more simplified version of some of the other ones, like I think there's like Crusader Kings and stuff like that. I got like about 19 hours in this total, which is kind of a lot to do like a first impressions kind of thing. But I kind of want to get the groundwork, so I basically know what I'm doing before I get into it. It can explain everything well. So you got multiplayer, you got single player, there's a tutorial, which I recommend because I had no idea what I was doing the first time. I thought I did, but actually I was completely clueless. And there is an options, just basic video, you got all this. I don't think there's an advanced video, it's just resolution, if you want trees on or on, and then the anti-aliasing there. Also, one thing I did find out about this game, if you do try to play it at like 720p, which I was trying to play it at originally, the UI doesn't really fit, if that makes any sense. Like, I'll try to explain it later once I get into the game. But the UI is just a bit odd. You got music, you got effects, ambient, and you got controls, which are basically the zoom speed, scroll speeds, and all that. One complaint I do have with this game right off the bat is that the music, there's not a lot of variation to it. It's basically what you're hearing now is basically all you'll hear throughout the entire game, basically. There's not a lot of different tracks. So this is like there's one. There's one campaign to do. There might be more later, or you might be able to like mod it to get more. I probably should turn on the volume at some point too. But this is a grand campaign. You got a bunch of empires that you can start off with. You can play as any of these countries that you see on the screen, any of them. But these are like the major powers. These are people who it says can easily win on their own. So you got France, England, Russia, Spain, Austria, Prussia, the Ottomans, and Sweden. So those are your major empires. You got Denmark, who's like a minor power. You got difficulty here. That's the harder. That's easy. So you Russia, it's easy. England, it's a little bit more difficult. France is easy, the Ottomans are easy, Austria is easy, Prussia's a little bit more difficult because they're smaller. I guess Britain's more difficult because it's kind of on an island. You kind of got to go across, the canal to basically attack anywhere. And it does say here who you're at war with at the beginning, so you can see England's at war with a ton of countries. France is at war with England, and it's got a bunch of members in its coalition, including Spain and all that. Except they don't start off at war with Spain, that's kind of odd. So they're at peace with nobody. You got Portugal, you got a bunch of countries down here that no one's ever heard of because they don't exist anymore. And whenever I play, I try to play as somebody who is not at war right off the bat. Maybe Russia, because they're just at war with Persia, and Persia's not really a big threat at any point ever. So this is the basic map screen. This is what it looks like at the very start. I'm just going to go to my save, or like at least my last save, where I'm playing as the Ottomans. As you can see, I've taken over a lot. That's a lot of land that I own. I basically took over all of Eastern Europe. So we're just going to go into that game. There are victory conditions, which you might find a bit surprising. One sec, I guess it's already paused. Never mind. So you got a bunch of little things over here. There's a lot of UI elements. Over here, you just basically got a basic overview of everything. Here, you got your victory conditions. What you're trying to do is why am I playing as France or Russia? Get out of here. No. Yes. Well, that moment when you figure out that quit actually means exit out of the entire program and not just the game you're in. One thing I found out right now is that you can't change your country halfway through a game if you feel like you're losing terribly. So once again, we're going to go to the Ottomans, who I was playing. Probably going to turn down the music at some point. I do feel like it's a little bit loud, but I don't actually know. So I'm going to explain victory conditions right here. You got land dominance, all the cities that you want to conquer in order to get 100% land dominance. I don't think you need to conquer all of them. You need a majority though, because you can see I only have 4 out of the, what is that, 6, 11, and I have 57%. Okay, I'm turning down at least the music. Okay, there we go. So you don't need all of them. You need about probably 8, I guess, in order to have land dominance. So you see Russia, or not, that's France. France has all of them, and they have 157%. So you probably only need about 8. So if I took over these 2 French ones and like 2 of those Russian ones, I would have 100%. Naval dominance, you got the same idea, just naval cities. What else? We got the budget. Tells you how much money you're making, how much you're losing, what you're spending it on. Apparently everything I'm spending is on military maintenance. Nothing on recruitment, nothing on satellites, all this, it's fine. And I'm making a lot of money from taxes and a little bit from my satellites that I own. Right here you got military. Here you can build units pretty easily actually. So let me just like, let's go with name because that's easier. Let's say I want to build an infantry brigade. Here I can just select all the affordable ones that I can choose. So I can build as much as I possibly can with the resources that I have. See, you got gold, you got manpower, which I'll explain in a second. But you can build it, and it will instantly choose the fastest cities that they will build in. So as you can see, like right here, 14, 15, 18 days. And eventually, I think at the bottom, like these cities, well, 40 apparently is the maximum. But those are all the cities that I can build troops in. There are a lot of territories which you can't build troops in. I don't know if there's a way to, but I haven't figured it out. So you might need to upgrade them in a way that every province could make units. But as far as I can tell so far, it's basically the territories that you own from the very start that you can build troops in. But I might be wrong on that. In 18 hours of playing, I haven't figured it out. Also, going back to the victory conditions for a sec, all of these must be accomplished by the year 1820 in order for you to win the game. You can't continue past that point, as you can tell, because it says I'm in 1841, so I've been playing 21 years past the end date. The start date is 1805, if you're curious about that. So yeah, that's military. I'm actually going to build some infantry, actually. Name, infantry, brigade. Select all the affordable, build all of them. There we go, and you can see my manpower went down. Right here you got ideas. This is basically like your tech tree that you get. Once you get 200 idea points, you're able to select an upgrade for your units depending on which one of these you have. As you see, I got a few of them maxed out. I got 5 of them maxed out. Don't have anything in naval movement because I really don't care about my navy. Like, who needs a navy when you got this huge land empire and part of Sweden? Once you got Sweden, everything's really going good for you. And then here you got just diplomacy. You can see all the relations. Who hates me? Spain, England, these guys who are satellites of England. France hates me a little bit. They used Great Britain used to be my best buddies, but I kind of wanted to be at peace with France, so I just sent them a bunch of insults, and then they instantly hated me. Big surprise. Who loves me? The answer are a bunch of my satellites. These 2, which were my initial satellites. They love me. Switzerland loves me, even though they're part of France. So that kind of sucks. So that's basically all those tabs. Right here you got unemployed leaders, who I probably should employ at some point. Tells you which units are out of supply. Even though I'm just going to disband these guys because I was trying before and they would not get supplies no matter what I did with them, so I just disband them and it puts them into your manpower. Once you disband units, it puts it into your manpower. So yeah, you got leaders. So maybe just give an example of that. I haven't prepared all these units yet for a war with France, which I'll do in a sec. Just combine them all. You can see right here you are able to combine all the units that are stacked up, which is very convenient, and then you can cut them in half with this, which I'm going to do so I can get a sizable army, and they'll be able to go to many places at once. And also, if you go here, you can assign flanks. So if you want to put these guys in right flanks in the middle, as you can tell, I really like the infantry because I think they are the best units in the game. And also you can apply commanders, so we're just going to add some guys here. This is their overall rank. So this guy, you're going to have a really strong flank. I think right here is going to have a really strong general, so this side will be very good at fighting. So that's basically all that. You got your currency there. You got your prestige, your prestige. Manpower, which is how many troops you can build. Reinforcements, as you can see. To fully reinforce your army, you need 26,409 people, and 114 will replace your armies each day. Usually that number probably won't change that much, because people will die, even if you're not at war and not doing anything. People will still die from like diseases and hunger. I'm pretty sure maybe not hunger, because if they're in your country, you're hopefully feeding them. But yeah, it tells you base value. So you can see I'm getting, load back up. Got 187,000 troops a year. I get 1,000 extra because of one of the ideas I have. And you got a little bit of percentage depending on your, I guess that's government system. Organized recruiting gets me a little bit more, and my ruler gets me a ton actually. That's very nice. You got diplomats. You're pretty sure you can only have 5 per turn, and this is how many times you can like send messages to other countries. You can only do it 5 times a month. And then war exhaustion, just how beat up your country is from war. Apparently I'm at 0, but earlier I was at like 12 because I was just declaring war against everybody, and that's kind of how I own all of the middle of Europe. So that's basically that. You can see the leaders in naval and land. That's just what country you are. You click that also, just go quickly to your diplomacy page. Down here, you got terrain map, which I don't use because that's basically useless. What is kind of cool is that this does have dynamic weather. So this will actually become all green in the summertime, and then it'll become all frozen over in the winter. It does play a role in the game. If you do attack during winter, you will usually do worse unless your country usually has long winters, which might be the case. I'm not too sure. That's one of the reasons I haven't attacked Austria yet, because really, this area, you know, they're not really used to frozen Arctic conditions, so I don't really go with that. I usually use the political map because it just kind of gives you the best idea of what's going on. What else we got here? We got the diplomatic map. So everything green right now is my ally. So I got all this. You can see Austria's satellite of mine. These are satellites. That's a satellite of mine. And I also got Sweden as a satellite. And I see I got a bunch of territory everywhere. Oh, no, they're also my satellite. I just took them over because I was bored. I was like, I'll attack this little island. If you click here, everywhere that's like the lighter green, right here. The lighter green is your initial territory. And anything that is darker green, you conquered. Anything that's like this brighter green is a satellite of yours. So you can see here, right, you got Greece and Serbia, who hates me. Serbia has never liked me in this entire game. I don't think I'll ever be able to change that. But even though it's this darker green, it does give you that initially, which I do find a little bit odd. I kind of want to take over this country. The reason I want to take over this country is so I can completely own Africa. Other than those 2 Spanish forts. Let's forget about them for a sec. I want that just so I can completely take over North Africa. But sadly, that's a satellite of Great Britain over there, and I don't really feel like dealing with them at the moment. But I was thinking, instead of attacking France, I should get all my boats. I don't know where I put all my boats. There's a bunch of boats there, and there's a bunch of boats down here. I was thinking of maybe just doing a land invasion of England. That kind of sounds interesting, like reverse D-Day. Not negative D-Day, that doesn't even make any sense. What else we got here? We got diplomat. Oh yeah, that's the tab we were on before. But you can click different different countries, and you can see who they're allied with. You got Russia here. You can see they conquered this land. They conquered a little bit of that land. They got a little bit of Persia, which existed. Doesn't exist anymore because it's been killed by me and Russia. And anything that's blue, by the way, that is a country that they have. They're kind of under their protection. So if I declare war against Denmark, there's a big chance that Russia will declare war on me. So I kind of don't want to do that because I kind of don't want to piss off Russia. That generally doesn't work out too well. You got France. I don't know what this color green means. Don't actually know, but I think that means they're part of the coalition. That might be the case, but it's still a satellite. I'm not too sure. Not too sure what that color of green means because, as you can tell, I don't have any of that color of green. So maybe France is doing something I should be doing too. But maybe that's their satellites. And mine are different because they're mine. That might be the case. So yeah, just click everybody. Yellow, I assume, are countries that are guaranteeing you protection. You also got Iceland up here, which is kind of cool. You got Iceland. Apparently Iceland is, like, it's all greened out. So somebody owns it. Somebody is for some reason in power up there. Unless, no, never mind. Never mind. I just don't know how this map works. What is this one? Dominance mini-map. Okay, so this is kind of important. If that's what I think it is. Dominance map mode shows which provinces are required for dominance. Oh, I have to click on a country. Duh. Okay, so everywhere that's green on this map, all the green territories are cities that I need in order to win the land dominance. Anything that's blue are cities that I need for naval dominance. And I got this one, I got that one, I got a bunch of ones from Egypt. I didn't know Egypt had so many important domination areas. And also, you can click on any other country. You can see what territories they require for victory and all of that. Sweden's basically not going to help at all because they're a satellite of mine. Cultural map, you got a little bit of, you can see what cultures are everywhere. So you got Greece down here, You got the Serbians, you got the Albanians, the Bulgarians, the Romanians, the Turkish. They kind of went all out. Some of these probably are not very accurate. Like, I don't think Southern Arabic really applies down there. The Berbers, no one's ever heard of them. Probably because they're not really a thing anymore. I don't know why this is... Sheesh. Eagles can't march. They have wings. Shut up. I don't know why that says British. I should probably say English, because that doesn't really make sense that it says English or British, because all of this is... Well, not all of it. Other than this, I'm covering it with my hand, you can't see that. But other than this, all of it's British, so I don't know. Some Prussians, the Polish, the Czechs, the Hungarians, the Russians, the Balts, the Ukrainians, the Byelorusians. That's a place. You got the revolt map, basically telling you which areas are likely to revolt against you. Like I said, Serbia hates me. The Serbians have never been my friends. I don't know why. Why do you hate me, Serbia? I tried all I can. Not really. I haven't really done anything to try to convince you otherwise. So basically, you got that. Up here, people are a little bit mad. It makes sense because I did kill a ton of their friends and family during my many wars. This area kind of doesn't like me either. This little area that used to be Morocco. This area of Spain. They not really too happy about my occupation. I don't know why those guys are there. So you might want to get back into home territory, fellas. We might be invading England at some point. Maybe we'll join France in the war. The economy map. I'm not too sure what all this is, but I'm pretty sure there's some sort of significance to it. Greens, there's yellows, there's reds. That might be like development, I assume. That seems like it would make sense. The manpower, basically where you're getting all of these things from. Green, I assume, means you're getting a lot of manpower there. Yeah, okay. So that's... Okay, you see right there, that's how much manpower I'm getting from there. And here I'm getting, like, nothing. Okay, so that is definitely right. So the greener it is, the more manpower you're getting from it. Right here you got the forts. These are basically all the forts in the entire game. There are a ton. And then this one is supply. Basically everywhere that's green is areas where my troops can get supplies and they won't starve to death. Which is generally a good thing. So, I got a lot of areas to supply. Usually... supply maps will be slightly bigger than what you currently own. And then that's basically, you got a ledger here, it tells you everything that's going on. It'll tell you all the current wars. The 6th war, French aggression between France and Great Britain. Only 6? That's kind of sad. Right here, if it loads, this will be very useful to quickly develop everything, because you can basically select roads, development, forts, depots, ports, and all of that. So you can upgrade everything from here. I have a ton of territories, apparently. A lot more than I thought I did. And that is basically it. You find provinces here. You type in something like... there. Okay. I found somewhere. I don't know where that even is. And that's basically all the UI elements explained. That took a long time. I didn't think it was going to take that long. Also, like I don't know if I mentioned. Let me just turn this back onto the political map. This does have a pause system where you can pause the game. And also speed it up. So you can see here, 1 times. Very slow. Yes, I like to continue. So there's like an example that you can continue after you've beaten the game. I prefer going on 4 times speed. That's usually the best, because this is 4. Right, I'll just see, that's 1 day. If 5's a little extreme. 5's if nothing's happening and you want stuff to happen, basically, if you're building troops, building boats, whatever. You also got a bunch of little information here. So, you know, they've adopted things, development, and those provinces are done. Really, I never pay attention to that. Usually it just says people are dying everywhere because of all of my wars against everybody. So I guess it's time to kind of get started. I'm going to move all my boats up here. Okay, let's get all the boats. And then we're going to move all these troops up here as well, because we're going in and started land invasion of England. Because really, I'm not threatened by England. Because, once again, you just look at the political map. England really has no territory that can really get to me. They really can't do much. They got, England, it's just basically there. This is all they really got. And they're on an island. So really, why not invade them? They do got some troops over here. Not a lot. I have 123 124,000 guys are there, so I'm not too worried about these 11,000 British troops. What they should be worried about, these guys move a little bit faster. These are like the fastest moving units in the game. That's the reason I built them all. Where are my other boats? Where are you, my other boats? You are somewhere. You are down here near Spain. Might want to go a little bit faster. I got 31,000 troops here in case Spain ever decides to attack me. Yeah, I also have another 90,000 troops up there, which I forgot about again, because I forgot about them in that country, or in Portugal, and then I kind of moved them back, and then I forgot about them once again. But these guys were basically here to try to stop Spain from taking over my African territories. But they can't really get across here, because there is that little canal there. So can't really go across, which kind of sucks, because if this gets attacked, all I have are these 90,000 troops, which is quite a bit. Once again, go back to the ledger. If it loads, there we go. You can kind of see here, you can see all the army sizes. I think this is just going in order, except it doesn't. Don't really know how this works, actually, because I click it, it's got 101 and then 50 and then all these weird numbers that don't really help anybody out. You can see I have 661,000 troops. Okay, that's pretty good. My army quality, 211%, that's pretty good. France has a little bit more troops than I do, and they have more manpower, so they have more reserves. Like, so, and Russia's in the lead with 107,000. But you can see England only 112,000 troops. They got a big navy. They got a big navy. But really, a navy isn't going to help you when how many troops are marching into your country? About 400,000. So when 400,000 Ottomans come into your country, you can't really do anything if your boats are in the water. They don't got airships. This ain't, I don't know, some sort of steampunky game with airships. They haven't invented the Zeppelin yet, so yeah. So we got ship of the lines, light ships. There's only 2 transports here because a lot of transports died when who got pissed off at me and attacked them. I think it might have been Denmark. I think Denmark attacked them, but now we got 19 transports, so I don't know how many troops I can carry. Apparently you can carry about half of them. That's a pretty decent number. 119, how much is it? Not 119, 182,000 troops, that's pretty good. It's a pretty good invasion force to invade England with. Because I'm pretty sure, like, that's more troops than their entire country has. And remember, they got troops over here, and they got troops down here somewhere. I'm not too sure where they are, but I know they're down here. Also, all my troops are done, so I'm going to get these guys. You know, they're all going to group over there, make another little tiny army. This will be useful in the future. We're going to do Western. This is actually the East. We're going to do an Eastern invasion of England. Declare war. There we go. We're going to attack the city of Hull, because I've never heard of it. Somebody's probably heard of it. Some people probably live there. No one who's probably ever going to see this video, but somebody lives there. But it's okay, because only 178,000 Ottomans are coming into your country to invade it, while we're getting another 187,000 more. And we still got 123,000 up here in Sweden, or well, what used to be Sweden. And look, we still got 20,000 Swedish troops who are still going to declare war on these 8,000 British troops. So really, England's got no power up here. Actually, they got no power, so let's take over these. I can't go over there because France is in the way. God damn it, France. France is always getting in the way of my advancements into England. You'd think they want this, but no. So you can see here, you can see how many troops they have defending the town. They got 1,000. Every city has 1,000 or 2,000, depending on if it's a fort, if it's a town, and how how upgraded it is. So with 177,000 troops, I can easily assault this base. So we're going to go kind of into the battle system here. And this is, in case you didn't know, this is real-time strategy. So you got the little bars down here. This is not health, this is morale. Once that bar drops to once it all becomes red, your troops lose all morale and they retreat. So look how easily their morale is probably going to drop. There we go. It's already nothing. And then you got here, you got a little bit of battle. I lost like 1,300 troops. I think I lost 184. Well, that seems like a lot, and that seems like a bad victory. That's actually pretty good for attacking like a fort. So I'm trying to think of what to do here. I kind of want to send 45,000 guys to London. We'll send these guys down to Bristol. Well, then we'll send these 80,000 up to there. I don't know why this one's gold, but that must mean it's important in some way. So it's time to invade it, basically. Okay, it's 4 ships. It's 8 ships against 53. Except they might take out a bunch of transports. That's not what I want. Oh, I actually killed all their ships. I think I lost a transport though, didn't I? Yes, I did. That sucks. But it should be fine. Sweden? Sweden, you got that. Sweden. Don't you fail this for me, Sweden. I believe in you. God damn it. Those Austrians right there, they might be able to help me out. Because, like I said, they're all my friends. Mostly because I killed them many, many times over. So remember when I was saying that 6th war of aggression for France isn't a lot? Mostly because this is the 33rd war of Ottoman aggression in, not even 40 years. So, you know, that's about a war every 1.1 years. So, you know, that's pretty good. Apparently, England did not have her homeland secured by the time I decided to show up and just kill everybody. So, where are my troops? Get in there. Might do a little bit of an invasion of, what do you call it? Scotland. Or not Scotland, Ireland. Ireland, how would you like 156,000 troops? You probably wouldn't like it. These guys I'm going to march down here because that's a British territory and I do want it for myself because I do want all of North Africa. It doesn't help me out really in any way, but I want it. I want it badly because I want to say I own an entire continent. Might as well just have this play. And so there's 2 ways to take over a city. One, you can directly assault it, which generally doesn't work out, especially in this area where I only have 4 times their amount of troops. That is terrible. So other than that, I can just stand outside of the fortress, and after about maybe a month, 2 months, 3 months in game, it'll fall because I basically cut them off of all resources, and the troops inside eventually starve, and die, and all that good stuff. Don't want to engage. No, get out of there. Let me see. How many troops are that? 14 ship of the lines. I do almost double them in ship of the lines, but I don't trust England. Get out of there. Don't fall back. Ah, fine, whatever. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. Go, get over there. We must defend. No, we were defeated. It's terrible. Where are these guys retreating to? They're retreating to Perth? Is that even a place? I assume it's a place because it's in the game. Okay, just get the boat. The boats are fine. We just need to go. We just gotta go. Gotta go fast. We need to get troops into England, or, well, into Ireland, which is also still part of England in the game. So I'm still right. So, yeah. There's a couple of thousand troops down there. Actually, you know what? We're just gonna reinforce our troops in the mainland. It seems like a great idea. Oh, they're trying to take back Hull. I will not allow this. Not in my invasion. They will not take back their territory. Come on, get off the boat. Get off the boat and go attack them. 154 against 24,000. Doesn't seem too well. They do got cavalry. But I do got about 150,000 infantry. So I think we might be a little bit okay. That's front. Can I dock into any of these ports? Oh, I can too. Thank you. I think this is Oldenburg. Okay, thank you for allowing me to dock there. Where was I defeated? Oh, come on. Stupid British. They're always doing their invasions and defending their homeland. What jerks. Okay. Well, that turned out to be a pretty good victory for me. I just don't want transports dying. That's the worst part. Victory, good. And I lost more transports. Excellent. Awesome. That's what I like seeing. We did kill like 17,000 Britishmen there. So that is good. Can I really do anything here? I have a fair chance of winning that battle, but I'd rather just kind of siege it a little bit more. Let's go here. They're going to Liverpool. Okay. Then we're going to go to Inverness. That's a real town. Probably, like I said, they're all real towns, I assume. I don't think they put a fake town in here. Wow, they lost a bunch of troops there. Kind of sucks for the British right now. Another victory for me. I'm trying to think about how long I should keep this video. Maybe until I declare peace with France, or with England, not with France. Hopefully France. Hopefully you're enjoying this show. This is something you could have done a long time ago. But you're just like, nah. I don't feel. I could do the land invasion of England thing, but I only have 600 troops. See, I got troops all over the place, except for those guys. I do not like the look of that. I'm gonna split these guys up. You guys go over there. You meet with these 24,000 men, and you're gonna conquer. You're gonna conquer everything. Meet in Bollimer. Everything should hopefully work out for the best for you guys. Well, I can easily take that. I can hopefully take that. Good. I can't take that. Definitely can't take that. I do have a fair chance of winning, but I don't really want to risk it. Those are both going to be mine. There's no way they're not going to lose morale before I completely finish them off. Wait. Okay, I got those victories. Where are these guys who are marching down here? Okay, they're about halfway there. Good. Excellent. There's a lot of British ships I've noticed blocking my harbors. They have a lot. You know, England has a lot of boats. And look. See, this is what happens when you declare war. You got a bunch of military messages. And I think it just said something about Serbians rebelling, which would not surprise me in the least. Let's get rid of all that. Okay, where are those Serbian rebels? They are right there. Hey, Serbian rebels, how are you? We'll just send 2,400 troops, because trained Ottoman soldiers are much better than your pathetic Serbian, I don't know, rebels. France is inviting me to join their coalition? Sure, I guess I'll join you guys. So once you join a coalition, which is kind of convenient, I can talk about it. You can see basically what all the other empires in your coalition are doing. So who is part of this coalition, actually? A lot of people are in this coalition, mostly because a lot of them are just satellites of France. That's the main reason. God, there's some auto boats here from everybody. See, these guys, they will help the fight in my honor if I was ever to be invaded by England, but there's really nothing they can do at the moment to help me out. Sweden. Oh wait, because we've got the thingy with France, we can take over these British cities. Good work, Swedish. Good forward thinking on that. Victory, nice. Okay, got rid of those rebels. Wasn't really much of a problem. We can get a new idea. So what do I want? Casualty trickleback might be good. I don't really care about that. Most of these are all about boats now. Sail speed might be good. Does anything do anything that doesn't involve boats? Probably not. So I'll just get that. 33rd war. Well, I thought there was more countries in this war than that. Also, right here you do see who's won, who's lost. As you can see, I've won a majority of battles. The only people who've really lost battles are all of my awful companions, if you can say that. Like these guys down here. What are you doing? Piedmont. You got 1,000 troops. Good luck stopping a British invasion. I don't know. I took you guys over, so it doesn't really matter. Take over there. Take over Liverpool. Oh, wait, that might be bad. Okay, nope. Stop the invasion. Stop. No, stop. Okay, good. That wasn't going to work out well at all. God, I probably going to lose that. We're going to march back. We're going to march back just so we can siege it. We're not going to do anything drastic. I'm going to send those 85 guys over there. I'm going to have these 24,000. Yeah. They're going to try to follow these 10,000 and kill them off. What else can I do? Bristol has no defenses. I'm going to do I'm going to take the risk. We might lose a bunch of men. But I think we got this. Switzerland? Okay. I thought we already... Are you not part of the coalition? You're part of the coalition, so you instantly already had military access, right? At least I thought you did. Victory. Okay, good. We're going to go to Plymouth. I think that... I don't know how you pronounce it. Going to take over that city. Liverpool might be a problem. They're trying to defend the Beatles at all cost. I would not. We're gonna take over Newcastle as well. Just try to take everything about. Oh, they've lost the dominance objective. Oh, England, England, England. As you can tell now there is no dominant person in the naval war because I've taken over one of their things. So here you got peace. They will. What will they give? They will end the satellite. So they'll give me this, or they'll give me Berg as a satellite. This tiny little area. No, I don't want that. So that's an awful peace treaty. As you can see here, you got peace treaty. You got 17% war score, which means I do have a victory. I can demand tribute from them. So try to kind of describe how you get territory in this game. While I take a drink of water. Is that you got a war score. This can go, I think, up to 100%. It might go higher than that, though. I'm not too sure. I don't know if I take over every British city. This might be 100%. It might be like 114%. But the highest I've ever seen is 100. And you can see all of these have a percent score tied to them. So you see I got 17%. So if I get this and that, it equals 16%, which is less than that. So they will agree to the offer, basically. So I get this. Usually you can go a little bit above. I'm trying to see how. Can I get 24%? I can even get 24%, but they won't go any higher than that. But I don't want that. Usually I try to go for as high as a war score as possible before I just before I take over most of their country. Oh, good. Let's take over Newcastle there. Take over Plymouth. Or Plymouth. It's one of the two. No, you go to Yarmouth. What do you got over here? Okay, just get rid of those 10,000 troops. I don't want them alive. You guys are going over there. You take over that. You guys go over to Portsmouth. You take over there. Liverpool Fortress has got a little bit of damage to it. How's London doing? London is looking like it's smoking up. It's the Great Fire of London all over again. But this time with a lot more bullets and a lot more guys dying. I assume there's more people dying in this. Okay. They're trying to kill this little brigade. And I don't think they can do anything because you need 8,000 men in order to invade an area before they instantly do it. Oh, come on. Get there before they all die. No, you didn't do that. Okay, you're going to go down to Dundee. And then you're going to just go up here to Inverness and regroup with these guys. I sometimes forget that I have the game paused. So go up there. We have won the Siege of London. We owned London, England. So basically, they are screwed. Usually taking over the capital. Because I had 17 before, now I have 40%. So I've taken a lot. You get 15.3% just because I own London. I do lose some percent because I'm being blockaded, but that's fine. I'll take over this city, and take over this city, and take over that city. I want to at least own every city. Like, what? I was defeated in a battle. 2 battles? Wow. England, man. England's getting a little bit upset. They're toughing up their troops. But I probably want to take over every single city in England before I declare peace. Actually, take over these cities as well. Okay. Get these 2 cities as well, just so I have a little bit more persuasion in getting more territory if I own as much as possible. Do I own... These troops still aren't down there. Hurry up. I'm trying to think what I want from this war. Okay, so you got there. Do I want this territory? This territory, I'm pretty sure, is really cheap in terms of war score. I'm pretty sure this is only like 3% total. I don't know how much this is. I might just try to get that as a what do you call it? Satellite. Because having satellites apparently is generally better than having just annexing it entirely. Like France has that they got a ton of satellites, which I would have just taken over if I was playing, at least earlier in my War of the Eagles career. How did I lose a battle? Defeat? How did I lose? Get back up there and join the fight, or go down there. Do one of the two, just regroup with a bunch of guys. Just go. If they reach you before you leave, are Are you don't go back and forth. You know what? I'm disbanding you guys because you are awful at everything. I can't disband them because they're retreating. So never mind. Forget that plan. We're going to take there. We're going to take here. Surprisingly, they're trying to take London back. I know, right? Who would have thought? Let's go there. You guys go up there. Just get somewhere before England kills you off. Yeah, okay, there we go. They all retreated. So that's basically, I lost a unit there because they wouldn't just regroup with their friends. Okay, so, and those guys all died, those 2,400 troops. Those troops all just abandoned. England wants a bit of peace. Usually, if they ever offer you a peace treaty, never take it because they'll never offer you something good. You can usually always get more if you ask them for it. Let's go here. No, we want to make sure we secure Newcastle. And Liverpool, can we take? I think we got 103,000 against 3,000. Seems pretty one-sided to me, so let's send all these troops north. I kind of feel like I also want to take over as much of Ireland as possible. Because if I can take over more of Ireland, once again, I get a little bit more persuasion at the bargaining table because I own vast majority of your cities. Oh, and these guys are finally here. Excellent. Ah, my voice is starting to go. It's kind of really bad. Okay, you take over there. Nice. So now we own all of their Scandinavian territories. I think that's what this area is called. So England is in control of here because they're, you know, they're at war with France and they've went all over these places. But apparently Sweden is trying to help out our French comrades in that little fight. So you're gonna go to Glasgow. You're gonna go up here. England, I don't care. We have one. There we go. Okay, you guys go take out those 10,000. I assume you got that because you are the Ottomans. The Ottomans don't lose. I'm kind of concerned if I want to actually go. Oh, the Russians insulting us? What jerks? Let's try to increase relations because I don't want Russia invading me when my entire army's in England. That's just not going to work out well for anybody. But look how many British ships there are. There's so many. I don't know if I should invade them or not. Oh, I actually won that battle. Okay, nice. 70,000 against 8,000 is not good. That looks good. Okay. So we're going to get, once these guys win, we're going to move up here. Then we're going to have about, what, 250,000 troops that are easily going to be able to overwhelm, hopefully, these guys. Okay, you're going to go to Alderney? Nice. Nice. I like it. I like it. There's 1,000 guys down there. But we only got 201,000 against these 10,000. We might lose a bunch of troops. I will not say that's out of the question. But I believe in our Ottomans. I think we got a chance. They're actually losing a ton of guys. So we're going to send these guys down to try and reinforce that. England, shut up. I'll deal with you in a second. Oh, well, I've almost lost half the army. We've almost lost half the... Get down there. Hurry up. How many troops does England have now? I've lost a ton, but so has England. England's nothing. I have 4... What's that? Oh, there's a command prompt line. There we go. That's probably... Well, it's command prompt line. It's used for doing command prompty things. We have won the siege of this city. Oh, I was going to actually just do a land invasion, but I guess I kind of forgot about that. Who are these guys? Italy, what are you doing in my country? It's not my country. It's going to be my country. What are you guys doing in here? Sue for peace. 68%, that's it? That's all we got? So apparently it does only go up to 100%, looking at that. But I'm pretty sure the bigger the empire is, the less each individual area is worth. Oh no, they took over Inverness. Or they've taken back Inverness. I've lost a ton of troops in this battle. But I can't retreat now. 100,000 men died in that conflict. In that one battle. I lost basically England's entire army in that one battle because I was I just didn't have the patience for it. These are British territories, right? Oh, they're already owned by Portugal. So I can't really do anything about that. I'm going to send a small little bat army. 9,000? Sure, let's send them down to London because we need those guys out of there. We also need these 5,000 guys out of there as well. But I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to leave. Yeah. Let's go back to Inverness. Okay. As long as London doesn't fall, then everything should be fine. So take over Inverness, and after that, I'll basically have as much territory as possible without going to Ireland. One sec, once I take... Oh, just so many guys there. I have a fair chance of winning the battle. One more year, it's fine. So we've already gone through a year in-game at 4 times speed, by the way. Okay, come on, come on, come on. You got this. You got this. We lost? Oh, come on. Can't believe we lost that battle. How did you manage that, guys? Now we don't have a chance. But I want that. My king, we are already discovered Russia has cancelled generously our right military access that they've been given by us. Wait, what happened? Oh, they stopped giving us military access to the country, which is fine. Hopefully, this might seem like it might turn into an Ottoman-Russian war, which is something I really don't like the idea of for obvious reasons. But I don't want to stop this war until I own this city. 5,000 troops. I don't know how long it'll take for me to siege it. It'll probably take a while, actually, which kind of sucks. Okay, you guys going down there? Nice. Okay. Got some guys from... These guys are troopers. They walked from all the way from Oldenburg, which is right here. They walked all that way just to help little old me out. Because France can't take any of this territory because my troops are already here. Because I'm leading the assault, they can't do anything about it. Well, let's just hope a bunch of Italians come in here so we can have a better chance at the siege. Thank you, Italians, for being my BFFs in this battle. We're probably going to lose again, aren't we? Oh, no, no. Okay, we got it. Oh, that was actually a dominance objective. Nice. I like that. So now we're going to sue for peace. 73%. That is huge. Demand tribute. What do I want? That. 13%? That's 13%? How's that? I'm surprised. 14% for that. I want it. Now, what can I take over here? Do I want North or South England? Okay. They would accept. I don't know if I want that, though. I kind of want North England under my control. 76. How much can I get away with? How much can I get away with? Can I have here? No. Actually, I don't want that. That's kind of awful. 4%. What's only... That whole area is only worth 4%? Okay. 8%. I can't do an 8. Is there anything less than an 8? No, there is not. Okay. How about I don't take over there? So that will leave me with 70. How about I just... No, I want that. How about I don't take your Scandinavian territories, and I just take more of your mainland? They would accept. Oh, this is beautiful. And I'm gonna... Can I get away with a little bit of money as well? I want a little bit of cash as well. Cash money. And 325 bucks. All of North England and Scotland. Send that request. And now England is nothing. England's got... Usually, also, it seems to me, at least, also these guys are now my BFFs. You guys are... I don't own it as a dominance objective because they're a satellite to me. Okay, that's dumb. But look at this. Look at that. Oh, I own my territory. It stretches all across the world, from Scandinavia to Africa to England to Turkey and Greece and Spain. What a lovely empire. And usually, once you lose a battle, once you lose a war, and they are able to take that much territory from you, you really can't do much. You're going to keep losing battle after battle after, or not battle, war after war after war until eventually you're just nothing. That's usually how it works out. It took, what, 9 wars for me to completely engulf Austria. And at the very beginning, you saw a video, or you saw an image of basically what Austria originally looked like. That took about 9 wars to take, with the help of France also taking some of their territory. And eventually, I was able to take over these 2 cities and that city, and that cost 88% of the war thing. One question I have that might get answered if I keep playing more. I'm going to move these guys over there. I'm going to need to build more troops as well. That might be a hassle. But I wonder what happens when there is no more England. Because the whole coalition system is based on the France and the anti-French coalition and the anti-British coalition. If England doesn't exist, will there be a coalition? What will happen? Will it just become like, because I own England, will it become the anti-Ottoman coalition? I don't think so, but I'm not too sure. But that's, if you want my thoughts, which I guess was kind of supposed to be the whole point of the video, with that, you should go buy this game. It is fantastic. I really enjoy it, and I kind of explained everything. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Thumbs up if you did. Thumbs down if you didn't. I don't know how long this video is, and that kind of worries me. But I'm going to leave, so goodbye.